How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's been too long. It's been too long. I'm gonna explain. Man. But let me go ahead. Let me just finish. Let me just finish getting this all set up, man. Because if I'm being real with you, if I'm being honest, that's what we do here. That's what we do here at Club Chaos, man. Honestly, wasn't planning. Honestly, wasn't planning on doing a show today. Um, but you know what? I hadn't seen y'all in so long. I hadn't talked to y'all in a while, man. So I was like, you know what? Bump it. You know what? Bump it. We gonna do it, man. We gonna do it. These shows at the moment are not scripted. They're not scripted. Scripted. They're not scripted. They're not scripted. You know what I'm saying? Um. So we just off the top, and I'm working right now. We got stuff going on that I'm saying I kind of got to take care of, but I can't forget about my peoples. I can't forget about my peoples. I cannot forget about the Chaos Crew. I cannot forget about the Chaos Crew, man. So you know what I'm saying? When I tell y'all that life is chaotic and everything about it is crazy, I'm living proof, man. Oh, that's an A. That's an ugly ass A. I'm living proof, man. I'm living proof, dog. It's crazy as all get out, but we still here, baby. Woo! Yo. Welcome to episode 6. I want to say 6. Welcome to episode 6 of Club Chaos. Hold on. I'm checking my levels. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's just me. I ain't got nobody else right now. I ain't got nobody else that's locked in with this. It's just me right now. So I hope y'all can see that clearly. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm writing it out. I'm not, Times New Roman when it comes to the handwriting, and also my computer, the screen I'm looking at it on is small, and it hasn't updated on my stream screen. Okay, cool. You can see it. Aaron's drama, QB room, and NY hot takes. Okay, cool. Yo, welcome to Club Chaos, people. Episode 6. I think it's 6. Episode 6, 5. One of them things. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to lose count, and I'm not even in double digits yet, man. I am your host, Jordan Lee. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing an episode today. I just realized I had some time to do it. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I am currently working. So, but I've done, my work for about a while, so I could take a little break and talk to my people. You feel me? Because I have been watching so much stuff happen in the NFL offseason, that I was like, man, I gotta talk about this. And then I got braces, if y'all know. I don't know if y'all can see them, but I don't care. I got braces, right? And I went to get an adjustment, and man, my mouth was hurting for like 3-4 days, so I didn't want to talk. So it's just a whole lot of stuff, right? But that gave me time to think about stuff. Like, what I'm gonna call y'all? Y'all the Chaos Crew. So if you like, subscribe, comment, whatever, positive, negative, whatever, you are a part of the Chaos Crew. And I want to thank you for tuning in, chopping it up with your boy, having a little fun, kicking it. We all here for laughs, shits, and gigs. I'm not here to disrespect nobody. I'm not going to talk about nobody, personally, unless you give me enough of your personal persona to talk about, which, I mean, if y'all don't know, he's pretty out there about who he is personally. Aaron Rodgers. So if I talk about him a little rough, it's because he's giving me enough of an insight into his personality and into the person that he is that I could go a little in on that. You feel me? But again, we're not here. Let me turn that TV down because this is my work spot too. I don't care. Oh, wait a minute. Let me. I'm so like, look a little dog. Look a little dog up in here. Hold on. let's go and get this light going. Let's go and get these lights passing through. So yeah, we just here to have fun. We're here to kick it. It's me, the Chaos Master. It's you, Club Chaos. Well, I am Club Chaos. It's you, the Chaos Crew. And we here to have a grand old time. We here to have a great time. We ain't hating. We just debating. I'm coming up with some real good ones here. I gotta write that one down. We ain't hating. We just debating. Take notes of that, boy. That was a good one. We ain't hating. We just debating. We just talking, chopping it up, having a little fun while we do it, man. This is probably gonna be the shortest one because like I said, I am working in the middle of this, and my job is very serious, so I can't put nothing in front of that, you know. So we probably gonna go till maybe like 9:15, 9:30. We just got 4 quick topics, man, and I'm gonna just wrap through real quick, and then we're gonna go from there. Follow me on Twitter at Club Chaos. The Instagram, I'm working on that. The TikTok, I'm working on that. Like I said, I got to do all of this in the meantime, and I got to do all this work stuff in the meantime. Literally, my work laptop. It's right there. That's what I'm knocking on. So it's there, fam. It's there. But I gotta manage my time wisely. Right now, it's a whole lot of overtime right now with my job. So I'm working a whole lot of 4 p.m.s to 4 a.m.s. So you know, it's a little exhausting, but we getting there, man. We getting there. I know y'all saw the new intro screen. You know, I noticed on a couple of my videos that the sound and the audio weren't linked up properly. So I realized it's my computer. It's my computer. So I do need a new computer. You know, I'm not gonna shortchange myself and act like, oh, I want it to be perfect when I'm working on like a I'm working on a crappy computer that needs to stay plugged in. Otherwise, it's not gonna turn on. So that's what I'm working with over here, man. But again, when I tell you it's not perfect, I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying. I'm not doing this for clicks. I'm doing this because I love talking. I love sports. I'm passionate about these two things. So it don't have to be perfect for me to come up and say what I gotta say. So, but again, man, I apologize to y'all because it's y'all time. It's y'all energy that's being devoted to this. And right now it's not the best. I wish you bear with me. You know, again, I'm paying all of my stuff by myself. I ain't got nobody that's fronting me money. So I got to pay all my bills and all of this and then get a computer in due time, you know. So I just ask y'all for patience. I'm trying to do 1 show a week. It might be like a Monday or a Sunday because those are the days that I get to choose, you know, my off days and stuff like that. So it might be a Monday or Sunday. So I'm trying to be more consistent. But, you know, above all right now, I do need to, you know, keep chasing my bag, keep maintaining my money. So just quick synopsis, man, about what I'm doing, you know, the scheduling, the breaks in between, all that. It's a lot going on in life. A lot of these content creators want to act like, oh, I started and I just started to run up the money. Nah, they getting backed by somebody else, bro. They got somebody that's paying their bills, or they got somebody that they done signed with that's giving them money. I ain't got none of that. It's me in my Las Vegas apartment with my big window right here. It's just me, dog. It's me doing this on my dime, on my time. And until that changes, I gotta move the right way. Otherwise, I'm gonna mess up everything, and I'm not trying to mess up everything, man. So let's go get right into it, man. Let's go and get right into it. Yo, Club Chaos, man. Like I said, follow me on Twitter. Like, subscribe, comment anything you like, comment anything you dislike. And then most of all, man, just sit back, relax, have a little fun, laugh with me, and just enjoy this, man. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it, man. They did it. They did it. Shout out to Cincinnati, man. Shout out to Cincinnati. Shout out to Jamar Chase and his team. Jamar's deal has been something that's been up in the media for about the past 2 seasons. I know coming into this season, he should have had a deal, and then he got the Triple Crown, so they paid him handsomely, man. 4-year, $161 million deal, but not only that, they locked up that boy T. Higgins, man. They locked up that boy T. Higgins. I believe T's, I'm doing this off the top of my head right now because, again, I didn't think I would be doing the show. So once I figured out what I wanted to talk about, I knew I could just go on it. But I think T is a 4-year, I want to say 120. I think he's 30 M's, between 30 and 40. I think he's like 28 to 40 somewhere. So I want to say 4-year, 120. But the wording on his deal is a little crazy. I'm not gonna get into all of that. But shout out Jamar Chase. Shout out T Higgins for getting. Shout out to Jamar Chase. Shout out to Jamar Chase for getting paid. Shout out to T Higgins for getting some more money. But I don't think. I love Joe Burrow, T Higgins, and Jamar Chase together. I've seen the work that they can do on the field and the points that they can put up, but I hate that my team got to be the reference point of this. I don't care. Defense wins championships. Defense wins championships. We just saw a defensive line go win you a championship, man. So, I'm always a little bit weary when you go overboard on the offense and your defense hasn't been solidified yet. And last year, the Bengals were worst defense. They you ain't going to tell me that they was better than 28th, 25th at the highest. So, nah. I think from an organizational standpoint, it should have been smarter to pay Trey and try and build that defense out, because that's what is going to help you go far. What's the point of you scoring 38 if your opponent scores 41? What's the point of you scoring 42? Your opponent scored 49. So I love it. I love it for the players. I'm always for player empowerment, getting their money, getting their bag up, because these owners are getting way more money off of these players. But I think you get more money when you are successful. And I don't know how successful the Bengals are going to look if they're 8, 9, 7, and 10, because their defense couldn't stop the opponent from scoring that game-winning touchdown or getting in game-winning position in the fourth quarter. So it's going to be real interesting to see. I try not to harp too much. I try not to harp too much on my fandom for Kansas City. One, because I'm a fan of Patrick Mahomes. I was born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri, so Kansas City is my home state team. So the fact that one of my favorite football players in college at the time and my home state team just happened to link up is incredible. But, I'm not one of those fans that can tell you what happened the last 30 years, and I can't do that. I remember when they signed Andy Reid, and I was like, oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I know he's smart. I know he going to turn this team around, but I really wasn't in the – don't get braces, man. Don't do it to yourself. I really wasn't into football like that around the time that the Chiefs were making those moves. I got into it around 13, 14. So that's enough about me. I'll talk about that later on down the line. So I'm not like the deepest fan, but I do remember Patrick Mahomes winning a Super Bowl with Sky Moore, Juju Smith-Schuster, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Kadarius Toney, and other ancillary pieces. None of those are number ones. Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney. Rashee Rice was on that team too, but he was building up into his own. Now he is a number one, but none of those guys were number ones. And if you want to say Rashee, okay, one number one and a whole bunch of ancillary pieces, man. Some of them ain't even in the league no more. Some of them are journeymen on other teams, man. If Mahomes can win 2 Super Bowls with that type of less than stellar supporting cast of pass catchers, wide receivers, and tight ends, then I believe Joe Burrow can too. I believe a lot of the top tier quarterbacks can too. And I don't want to always talk about that, but seeing Mahomes do that really opened my eyes to the ability that these guys have to win. So I don't want to hear like, oh, they ain't got enough weapons. And no, they got plenty of weapons. Brock Purdy, plenty of weapons. Jalen Hurts, plenty of weapons. Now, shout out Jalen Hurts. He won with his. But once I saw a guy win with a box of scraps, I don't feel bad for anybody who has more than a box of scraps. I don't feel bad for Lamar. I don't feel bad for C.J. Stroud. I don't feel bad for Brock Purdy, Matthew Stafford. I didn't feel bad for Sam Darnold when he lost. He's not on those guys' level. But still, you got a great assembly of talent around you. Go win. Go win. Go to the playoffs. Go to the Super Bowl. Win it. Win it. So I don't think the Bengals are going to be anything better. I don't think the Bengals are going to be drastically better this season, the 2025 season, than they were last year. I don't believe that at all because your defense hasn't gotten better. And even with those offensive pieces, you still lost. So it's going to be fun to see. It's going to be exciting to see. I'm always excited for the upcoming season. I don't know what excites me more, the offseason, so that I can, like, build up my storylines and build up my my thoughts, my expectations, or seeing everything executed, seeing all of the mini camp work, the OTA work, the practice, the training camp work, mandatory and optional, Aaron Rodgers. Seeing all of that, I don't know what's more exciting, seeing what's built in the offseason or seeing what's executed during the regular season. They're both fun, so fun to me. This is why football is my favorite sport, man. Even the draft gets me hype. And I only know about a handful of people every year in the draft. And I'm still watching like, ooh, who they going to get this year? Ooh, what they doing? So I'm excited. I'm excited, man. Shout out to Joe Burrow. Shout out to T. Higgins. Not Joe Burrow. Shout out to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Jamar said he wanted to be the highest. He's the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. That's what's up, bro. Now, go do something with it. Go do something with it. Because last year you were 7-10, 8-9, 6. I think you were 8-9 or 9-8. You were right outside the playoffs. So, go do something with it. Go do something with it. I don't feel bad for Trey Hendrickson, but I would have rather them pay him because now you got a defensive stalwart locked in on your D line of all positions. We just saw what a good D line can do to even the greatest quarterback. So, yeah, man. But you know, they're the professionals. They're GMs and they're scouts and all that. They're the professionals. I'm just the guy with the microphone. So who the hell cares what I got to say? But I don't think so. I think trying to think about their division. Third in their division. And the only reason I say third is because I'm waiting on what the Steelers is going to do. But third in the division, I think the Steelers are going to be fourth. Who's in the division? It's the Browns, Steelers, Bengals, Ravens. AFC North. The Browns, Steelers, Bengals, Ravens. We'll see. Second or third, but I'm not sure if that's going to get you into the playoffs, man. We'll see. It's going to be fun. So, again, shout out to Jamar Chase and his representation. Shout out to T. Higgins and his representation. Them boys got deals inked in. I wish T's deal would have had more money guaranteed. I wish T's deal would have been, kind of like Jamar's a little bit because his language, it sounds like the Bengals can get off of it after 1 year and move him. I don't think when I was listening to it on a nightcap for the number breakdown, I don't think they have to guarantee. I don't think anything is guaranteed after the first year, like $28 million. So, hey, money is money. If you give me $28 million, I probably lay the rest of my life Gucci. But hey, these guys, they put in this work. They train, they eat, they sleep, they breathe football, and I think they deserve to be compensated fairly for it. I think all these deals should be guaranteed because it's a guarantee when the goddamn fans come in and spend their money. It's a guarantee when that goddamn TV money come in. It's a guarantee when that because they're team owners, they get a split of the profits that the NFL makes. All that's guaranteed. So why can't the players' deals be guaranteed, man? That's just my 2 cents on that. I'm gonna skip the Aaron Rodgers drama. I think I'm gonna close. No, I'm gonna say that for next one, man. The QB room in New York. I just want to talk about this real quick. This is crazy. They got Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and Tommy DeVito. Now I've heard you got 2 quarterbacks, you got none. I don't know what it is when you got 3. You probably screwed. When I saw them sign Jameis, maybe I'm stupid. I think Jameis could be a starting quarterback in the NFL. I think you give him the right talent around him. He threw 30 interceptions. We were down there in Tampa Bay with Mike Williams, Leonard Fournette, Chris Godwin, all those guys. Now he also threw 30 interceptions. So take that with a grain of salt. But we've seen Jameis be productive with a great team around him, and I think the Giants. God, it's tough, bro. It's tough, man. It's tough because I like Jameis. Jameis is a goofball, bro. Jameis is a good dude, and I want to see him win, or at least have a chance to compete and win. And then now, I don't think the Giants are going to do anything. And then they go and they sign Russell Wilson. And I hear that there's still, thoughts about them bringing in a Shedeur Sanders. Like, bro, you can 4 quarterbacks? Nah, man. Nah. So, Giants are continuing to show that they're an unserious organization. They haven't been the same since Eli left. I don't know how it's so hard for teams once they lose a good quarterback or a good player to rebound or at least stabilize and try and level up. So, Russell Wilson versus Jameis Winston quarterback battle, I think is on the horizon. I don't think this is locked in where Russell Wilson is the automatic starter. I think we're going to see, because if it didn't happen in Pittsburgh with Tomlin and a better, if it didn't happen in Pittsburgh, a better organization, put it like that, why is it, what move? Something popped up on my computer. If it didn't happen with in Pittsburgh with a better organization, why is it going to happen in New York where Russ is just going to be the incumbent starter? So I think I think we got a quarterback battle brewing. I can see it. I can see Jameis and Russ going head to head. I think who did Jameis play for last year? The Browns. Jameis had some good moments. Good moments. Now probably some bad ones too. I remember I think it was against the Ravens. He threw that interception, and then I think he won that game, too, over the top. So I think Jameis had some good moments. I think Russ versus Winston, 2 praying men, 2 God-fearing brothers. I think we're going to have us a nice little quarterback battle up in New York. And honestly, shocking hot take. So I guess I got 6 hot takes now for next season. I think Jameis Winston is going to be the starter. They're not overly paying. What did they sign Russ for? Was it like 2 for $28, I think? I think it was like 2 for $28. I know it's not enough to make me feel like, oh yeah, he's the starter. Now it could be, and I could be totally wrong. Again, I'm not a capologist. I'm not a NFL salary cap expert. But I mean, given what I saw last year from Russ, given what I saw last year from Jameis, I don't think one was just demonstratively better than the other to where they're like, oh yeah, that guy is our starter. So I think we're gonna have us a nice little QB battle once the OTAs start. I think that's gonna be a nice storyline all the way up. OTAs preseason is who's gonna be the Giants starter. I think they would be crazy to draft Shedeur with all those quarterbacks, and you got that much drama around. Now, if Russ don't play well, Jameis don't play well, who do you go to, Tommy DeVito or Shedeur? Or if Russ is the starter and he's not playing well, do you give Shedeur a shot? If Jameis is the starter and he's not playing well, do you bring in Russ? Do you bring Shedeur? So I think bringing in Shedeur would bring too much drama around New York that's already drama-filled, and I don't think that's smart for them to do. So yeah, QB battle. Sorry, I got to look down here for a second because I have to clock out for lunch in 7 minutes. So I'm just getting that set up so I won't have to rush it when it's time to go. Yeah, QB battle in New York. Mark my words. And I honestly believe it's going to be a much deeper battle than people may think about when they hear that QB battle between Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. You can't tell me what one does better than the other. Jameis is younger. Russ has more experience, maybe a better moon ball. But you can't tell me what Russ does better than Jameis or what Jameis does better than Russ. So I think it's going to be a fun little QB battle, man. I'm excited to see what the Giants offseason looks like because they've been stupid since they got Saquon. So it's crazy. Both of the people that were up in the air, oh, should we pay him or should we pay him? Both of them are gone. both of them are gone within 4 years of you making that decision on who to pay. Might be 3 years. They paid Daniel Jones 3 years ago, like a $40 million deal, and they could have paid Saquon. And Daniel Jones is in Indianapolis about to have a quarterback battle with Anthony Richardson, and Saquon is flying high on his Nimbus cloud because he just won the goddamn Super Bowl. So, Giants, what are y'all doing, man? What are y'all doing? But again, unserious organizations make dumb, unserious decisions, which continues them being an unserious organization. See the Dallas Cowboys. So, but hey, shout out Russ, shout out Jameis for getting deals and getting paid something. And Jameis, go do your thing, man. Because again, my hot take is that you're gonna be the starter for the New York Giants, and I want you to prove me right. Okay, come on, let's get to it. God, I hate talking about this man, but he's NFL offseason. He's an NFL player. It's the offseason, so screw it. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron bleeping Rodgers. Aaron gosh darn goddamn Rodgers. What are you doing? Why do you act like you have all of this power? Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, no. You can act however you want to act. You losers. I'm sorry. You losers. You in the goddamn media. Oh, Aaron Rodgers, the prettiest thrower of the football I know. Oh, Aaron Rodgers, look at the MVPs, and they ain't get a damn thing with him. He won that Super Bowl when Obama was president. When Obama first got president. Maybe even before. And y'all kept hyping this man up. Oh, the back-to-back MVPs. And you didn't see him produce anything when it was time to produce. I don't care about what you do in the regular season because some of those games are against bumfuck opponents. Bottom tier, bottom feeders, bottom of the barrel, begging to lose so they can get a better draft pick. Horrible teams. Those teams are who you play in the regular season. I don't care about your regular season accolades unless you're just demonstratively dominant, which, no, I don't care about your regular season accolades once you become a postseason player for me. Mahomes can win 6 more MVPs. I'm not going to care. He needs to win Super Bowls and Super Bowl MVPs. Now, because Peyton got 5, Lamar got 2, Aaron got 4. I do want Mahomes to win more MVPs. But it's not gonna move the needle with me on Mahomes' greatness because he's already the greatest quarterback of all time, in my opinion. So he needs to win Super Bowls. And Aaron Rodgers has not done that. So I don't know why the people kept hyping him up and giving him all of this power. Especially when he went to New York. Oh, that Lombardi looks a little lonely in there. Why are you saying the Lombardi that's in there? The Lombardi that's in there, Aaron, is the same number of Lombardis you got. So why are you acting like you can bring Lombardis? You can't. Dog, I was a preteen when you won your last Super Bowl. Dog, I was probably like 13, 12. That's when you won your last Super Bowl, dog. What was it? 2011? 2011 maybe? Might have been 13. Yeah. So, 2010, I really don't care. He went to New York. That Lombardi looks lonely. He didn't get them anywhere near the playoffs. If you want to take out the injury season, okay. Came back off of injury, didn't go to minicamp, didn't go to mandatory training camp, did not show anything to suggest I'm all in on bringing a championship to New York. And they went and they got him every teammate that he wanted. They fired every coach that he didn't want there. I can't say the firing part was on him, but I mean, what you think? They got him everything that he wanted. They got him Devontae. They got him Randall Cobb. He had a great defense. And come January, home. Come January, them boys was planning their vacations. These games don't matter. These games don't matter, man. I ain't even finna, no. Them boys is planning their vacations. And that's the guy that these teams are like, oh, come save us. Oh, please help. Oh, please help. Dog, no. Pittsburgh, y'all were the cream of the crop when it came to serious organizational moves. Nothing's perfect in life, but I knew death, taxes, and the Steelers being serious were guarantees in life. And to hear now that they're sitting over here like, well, we got an offer on the table for him. We're just waiting on him to see what he says. I think that's the dumbest thing in the world. I do not think signing Aaron Rodgers would be smart for you, Pittsburgh, tying him with two young receivers like DK Metcalf and George Pickens. We saw him with, didn't he want Mike Williams? Didn't he want Mike Williams? Okay, cool, I'm good. We saw him with people that were older and more seasoned, him throwing them under the bus. You mean to tell me if he feels like George Pickens cut a route short, or if DK, kind of faded too far inside off the red line, you think he's not going to say nothing about that to them to them youngins? I think Pittsburgh's cultural aura, cultural locker room energy and aura, I think that if you add Aaron Rodgers to that, would get destroyed. So I don't think it's a good idea. If it happens, I will reiterate this again. It's not a good idea. And if it happens, given what happened in New York with, Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams, comparable to DK Metcalf and George Pickens. DK is just a towering figure, but both great receivers. Run game, yeah. Defense, yeah. O-line, probably about the same level of question. Again, I'm not an expert on these teams. So what are you expecting to go different? Hell, I'll give you. I already gave you one hot take that Jameis Winston is going to beat Russell Wilson for the starting job in New York. I'm gonna give you another hot take. If the Steelers sign Aaron Rodgers, this will be the first losing season in Pittsburgh in Mike Tomlin's history. Let me say this again because I want this to be understood. I want this to be oh shit. My computer almost failed. My computer almost failed. I cannot have my computer fall, because if my computer falls, then it's going to turn off. But I want to say this again because I need everybody to hear this. If Aaron Rodgers signs with the Pittsburgh Steelers, it will be Mike Tomlin's first losing season. It will be his first losing season. It's not going to go well. I don't think it's going to go well at all. I think George Pickens and Aaron Rodgers are going to clash immediately. And I think DK is going to be caught up in the middle trying to manage everybody's emotions. I think Tomlin is going to be caught in the middle of, do I side with this guy or do I side with my team? Because, again, Aaron's going to come in and want to run it Aaron's way. And if you don't run it Aaron's way, there's going to be problems. There's going to be media arguments. There's going to be shit that's talked. And it's not going to go well for you. So, Pittsburgh, please, for the love of God, go through the draft. Get you a quarterback. Do not sign that man. But it sounds like y'all already got an offer on the table. And now you sitting here, the most serious organization I've known outside of mine. The only reason I say that is because y'all got 6 Super Bowls. But my team is my team. I don't think anybody else is more serious than the Steelers, just in terms of aura, football history, what you mean to the NFL. And you mean to tell me you're going to let a diva, malcontent miscreant like Aaron Rodgers come in and destroy your organization? I hope you don't do it. I pray to God I wake up to that man has retired or signed somewhere else. But it sounds like y'all the only ones that want him. I don't know what y'all have been doing since Big Ben to fumble this so confusingly. But hey, I get it. Trying to find a franchise quarterback is kind of hard. It's kind of hard. But hey, Don't sign that man. Don't sign that man. don't look. Come here. Closer. Get closer. Don't sign that man. Stephen A. Smith calls him that bad man, Aaron Rodgers. He's just Aaron Rodgers, dog. Don't sign that man. But when you do, because you've already put the offer on the table, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to say what I just said again. You are about to lose. I hope you don't. I got people who matter very much to me, who are Steelers fans, that I'm going to have to call them after every loss and be like, I told you, don't sign that man. Don't make my life harder. I already got work. And shit. I got the podcast. I got professional development that I'm trying to do. Don't make my life harder by signing that man. Don't do it. Mike Tomlin, if this gets back to you, don't do it. Don't sign that man. Don't you sign that man. Art Rooney. Yeah, it's the Roonies. Don't you sign that man. I don't know who your GM is. Don't you sign that man. But it sounds like y'all close to doing it, man. And this will be Mike Tomlin's first losing season. I'm predicting, if it happens, 7-10, 8-9. I do not see this going well at all. And it could be worse than that. It really could. I could be wrong. Probably not, though. What have you seen that makes you think Aaron Rodgers is going to win? And this is the drama you saw all the drama last offseason. So what you going to say if he say, you know what, mandatory minicamp ain't mandatory, I'm going out the country again? What the fuck you going to say, dog? What you going to say? He's on your team. You signed him. You saw all of that. Well, Mike Williams is off the red line, throwing receivers under the bus. You saw all of that. Pat McAfee in the middle of the goddamn week. You saw all of that and still decided. Here you go, Aaron. Let me give you a fucking contract. Y'all are laughable. I'm losing respect because you're better than this. You can command better than this. And I would much rather you have a losing season to tank and get Arch Manning, for all I care, than have a lose. Because what's the deal for Aaron Rodgers going to look like? A 2-year deal? A 3-year deal? I doubt it's going to be a 1. So let's say it's a 2-year deal. So now you got 1 year with him, and then you got to figure out what you're going to do next year. So if you lose the first year, what the fuck is the second year going to look like? And again, you ain't seen shit that says Aaron Rodgers could win. You have it. So, hey, if it happens, I'm going to be just as hyped because that's what it is. You're probably going to lose. I don't mind being wrong. I would like to be wrong. I would have so much respect for Mike Tomlin if he grabs that diva by the neck and whips him into shape. Tomlin, the greatest Tomlin, get that man a gold jacket. He already getting one, but now definitely get that man a gold jacket. But I don't see that happening unless Aaron Rodgers changes. And Aaron Rodgers changing, I got a better chance of waking up 4'5", and I'm 6'2". I got a better chance of waking up as 4'5" than Aaron Rodgers does of changing who he is. That's not going to happen. So, again, we're waiting with bated breath and our heart in our hands for Aaron bleeping Rodgers to make a decision about whether he... There is not a single football player that if they wanted to play would be hesitant about it. But no, when you got the diva of all divas, a term usually reserved for wide receivers, when you got the diva of all divas in your house, he gonna take as long as he wants. Yeah, man, because why not? Why not sign with the team right now so that you could be on the phone with George Pickens, DK, chopping it up with the guys, talking to the offensive coordinator, talking to Tomlin, trying to understand the culture of Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh, trying to understand the culture of the team and what makes them go, trying to understand how you can be important and how you can be the cog that leads that man to another winning season and leads this team to another playoff run. Why sign early when you can sign later and just say, bump all that? And this is what you put on the table, man. This is what you put on the table for that guy. So, hey, if you sign him, you will lose too. Down the way, toward his exit out of Green Bay, the Packers were losing. They were losing the games that mattered, and then they were losing games that didn't matter, and then they lost to the Lions, which propelled the Lions to be where they are now. He then went to New York. I'll take the injury away. Still didn't win. So, hey, if he doesn't win with you, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked at all. Don't be shocked at all. Just know your boy warned you. Now, cool. 5 hot takes going into next season. 5 hot takes going into next season. And these takes is a sizzling. Not all of them. Some of them is just a little lukewarm, but I don't care. Yo, number 1, hot take number 1. Hot take number 1. Jaden Daniels is going back to the NFC Championship game. I trust in the youngin'. I always say, the second year is what matters for every rookie, not the first one. And I always say, because you come in, and the league doesn't know nothing about you. They know what you did in college. This is the league now. Everybody good. I don't know what you're going to do. So now you put on tape what you could do, Jaden. Now the league spent the whole offseason looking at your tape, studying your tape, breaking down your tape. Now let's see what you're going to do. And I believe in you enough to believe that you are going to come back with some extra tools on the belt and light them up again. I usually say that the second year is like a slump year. They call it the sophomore slump. And that's because, again, the league saw what you did well and they took it away. And now you're working through figuring out, okay, how can I one-up the league again? So I don't believe that's going to be you. I believe your team got better. I believe you throughout the year, you didn't start off slow and then have like some moments and then a lull and then some moments and a lull. No, you went the typical, increase over time, just all the way up, straight up. I can't remember a lull. I can't remember a moment where it was like, oh, he playing like a rookie. Oh, that's his rookie moment. So I don't believe you're going to have that. I believe you are going to be the different one who is going to have 2 good years, and then we're just going to go from there. I don't think you're going to have a slump, bro. I believe in you, man. I believe in you. I believe that you could do what it takes. You got Debo, and I think they're going to get you some more weapons and some more players in the draft. I believe with the experience you gained, you're going to be better too because of that experience. So don't prove me wrong, Jaden. Don't prove me wrong. It's a hot take, bro. Don't prove me wrong. Go back to the NFC Championship game next year. If I could bet on it, I would. And you probably definitely won't go because my parlays never hit whenever I put money on them, but they be hitting last week. So, anywho, go ahead, go back to the NFC Championship game, little bro, and light it up. And let's see you in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. I know that's going to be fun. Next hot take. I already talked about one Pennsylvania team. Now let me talk about the other Pennsylvania team. So, I don't think either Pennsylvania. No, let me not say that. Let me just put it like this. Eagles are going to win 13 games. And losing the divisional round. I don't think you guys are gonna go back. I think because when you went in 2022 and got beat. Nah, I can't say that. It was a good game. One leg Patrick. That's all I'm gonna say. One leg Patrick. When you went and you played a good game but you lost, what happened the very next year? You got beat in the wild card round of the playoffs against the Bucks. Wasn't it like 9-39? It was not a good game. Baker came out slanging that thing. I think, see, that was a hangover. No, I can't say that. That was we kind of saw it a little bit. We kind of saw downward trajectory to end the season. I think what's going to happen this season is what's happening in the offseason. Egos are going to rise up. They're going to creep up. Oh, I'm a Super Bowl champion. I won the Super Bowl. You already saw Devonta Smith talking about after we won it, we was like, don't really matter. A.J. Brown talking about something. I wanted to do more. So it's like, you're not still starving. Some people win a championship and they get satiated. I'm good. I don't got to win nothing else. I'm one of them ones. I got one. For some people, one is enough. And for other people, the most is the floor. I think I've seen a lot from. Now, granted, the one player I haven't seen it from is Jalen Hurts, but he don't talk much, so probably won't hear it from him. And I don't think he's built like that. I think he does want another one. But I think those ancillary pieces around him, especially those pass catchers, we've already seen them be drama-filled during the season. And look, you telling me Super Bowl champion A.J. Brown is going to be cool, calm, and collected if he goes a couple games without having big outputs? And you think that's not going to cause problems internally? I'm curious what they coach going to say about all of this, man. So, again, this is the one where if I'm going to be dead wrong about it, I'll be dead wrong about this. I don't care. But, yeah, I think 13 wins. 13 wins. I don't know have the schedules come out yet? I don't think the schedules have come out yet. But 13 wins. When the schedules come out, that's going to be a fun one. I'm doing that one, and I'm putting every win and loss on there. But I think 13 wins. Everyone's going to be hyped for the Eagles going into the playoffs. And then they're going to get punched in the mouth. Because the NFC doesn't provide enough competition to keep you sharp all the way through and through. So when you're rolling opponents and then you pull up on a good one again and you think, oh, we finna just cruise through this, they're going to punch you in the mouth again. That's of all the takes, that's the one I'm willing to be the most wrong about. They could go 15 wins, go back to the NFC Championship game. But based on what I've seen and heard so far, I mean, immediately after the Super Bowl, A.J. Brown is like, I wanted more catches. I wanted more stats. You know, I'm paraphrasing, but he put it on Instagram like, I want to be the reason. Basically, I want to be the reason that we win. Yada yada yada. Bro, you just want to ring, dog. What are you doing? So I think that is going to carry into the season still. And all you need is one loose piece to shake the whole foundation, and now it's easy to crumble. So that's probably one I'm gonna be mad wrong about, but I also could be spot on. And if I'm spot on, I'm definitely talking shit because I just like to be right. I like when I guess and predict it right. This next one isn't a hot take at all, but I've heard some people say it, and it's just dumb. So let me just go ahead and shut this up. Chiefs are winning the AFC, and they're winning the AFC West. That's stop. Let's just go ahead and stop with all of this. Oh, the Chiefs have regressed. The Chiefs aren't going to win the playoffs. The Chiefs aren't going to the playoffs. I've heard people say Chiefs aren't going to the playoffs. I've heard people say Chiefs aren't going to win the AFC West. Stop. My prediction for our record, you know, pending Rashee Rice's legal stuff, 14-3. 14-3, AFC West champions in the AFC Championship game. Look, as long as Patrick LaVon Mahomes II is breathing, we're going to the playoffs, and the AFC West is probably going to be ours. I don't see nobody that's going. Who going to beat us? Geno? Who going to beat us? Sean Payton and them, what they doing over there in Denver, that's what's up. Shout out my boy Pat Surtain, out there killing it. PS2, DPOY, killing it. I'm not afraid of y'all. And then the Chargers, they made some moves, they made some signings, they got Najee. I'm not worried about that at all. We're winning the AFC West again, and we're going to the AFC Championship game, fam. And we're winning it. Yeah, I'm not lessening nothing. We're winning the AFC and the AFC West, fam. Stop playing with us. Stop disrespect. Stop pissing off Patrick. Because pissed off Pat is going to light y'all ass up. And y'all going to be crying again about, they cheating for this team as we plan another Super Bowl down the block. We need to start, bro. They need to start implementing, whoever talked the most shit all season, we should be able to plan the parade in your city. Could you imagine the Chiefs pulling up to Cincinnati because the Bengals talking a whole lot of shit? That'd be hilarious, man. But yeah, that's probably my most lukewarm take. Chiefs are winning the AFC Championship game and the AFC West, man. This one is fun. I'm excited about this one. I want to see this young cat play well so badly, dog. Because of all the bullshit he's had to deal with in college, dog. Shedeur Sanders, if he starts, I believe Shedeur Sanders will look more like Jaden Daniels and C.J. Stroud their first year than he will Bryce Young, Sam Darnold their first years. I believe Shedeur is going to come in. Who is first pick is the Titans. They might trade that. And then it's the Browns, the Patriots, and then there's like a whole lot of teams that need a quarterback. Yeah, dog. Again, it's totally dependent on if he starts and depending on where he goes to, so the weapons around him. But if he's in a decent situation, he's going to have better pass protection than he had at Colorado. He's going to have better weapons than he had at Colorado, a better run game than he had at Colorado. He's going to have his dad in his ear giving him help. Could you imagine as a quarterback having the best cornerback ever as your father? So, what are you seeing right now? What would you do? Shedeur says what he would do. Deion is like, if I'm this guy, I'm picking that off because of X, Y, Z. And now he has and his dad was a coach too. So he has, from an offensive standpoint, someone who can help him understand that. And from a defensive standpoint, someone that can help him understand what those corners are doing, what those DBs are out there doing. Dog, this young boy is going to light it up. All he has to do is put in the work. And I believe with primetime Deion Sanders as his father, he is going to put in every single second of the work. So, yeah, I believe early on in his career, he's going to look more like C.J. Stroud, and Jaden Daniels, especially with the legs, too. Because I think, man, people are like, he's not really an athletic guy. He's not a runner like that. I think he can move. I mean, he ain't Peyton Manning in the pocket. I think he can move. So I think he will. I think he absolutely will look good with all that knowledge, man. All that knowledge, dog. The only reason guys don't look good is because they don't know what they're doing, and they don't know what the guys on the other side are doing. He has the best guy on the other side lighting it up. Who lit it up? I'm sorry, he ain't lighting it up now. He probably could. Prime could probably come back and he ain't T-stepping though, but Prime could probably come back, hit him with the woo, and then dive for him. He got the best defensive DB in his ear, and he got a pretty great coach. I mean, turned 2 programs around in his ear every day. So talk to me, man. What's going on? You don't think that's going to help tremendously? Hey, tell me, not give me the playbook, but hey, tell me what they telling you. Let me give you some tips and tricks on that. I think he and Deion about to change some things. Woo. Shout out Deion too, man. 5-year, $54 million deal at Colorado, top 10 paid coach. Shout out Deion, bro. Shout out Deion Sanders, man. That's what's up, bro. Love to see that. And then last but not least, this is just a yearly thing that I see all the time. I don't care. The NFC will be a 3-horse race by Thanksgiving. The NFC is the most boring division right now. The NFC is the more boring division right now just because there's no hype for their games at the end of the season. We already know who's going to be great. Vikings maybe, Lions for sure, Eagles for sure, and then you got the Rams. Niners probably going to regret. So I think it's going to be Lions, Eagles, and Rams. 3-horse race. I think J.J. McCarthy is not going to look as good as Sam Darnold, especially coming off injury, trying to get acclimated to the NFL as a rookie first-year starter. I don't think that's going to look good. What other teams? Cardinals? Hell no. Seahawks? Hell no. Dallas? Don't even do it. So wait. I just caught myself. Did I say Lions, Eagles, Rams? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got to live change it up. 4-horse race. Lions, Eagles, Rams, and then the Commanders. And the only reason I caught myself with the whole Jaden Daniels back to the AFC Championship game. So yeah, 4-horse race. Lions, Eagles, Commanders, Rams. By Thanksgiving, those are the only teams that are going to matter. Those are the only teams who we're going to care about their record at the end of the season and their seeding. Now, you need 7 teams in the playoffs. The other 3 are going to get whacked early. We don't care about them. But, yeah, man, Lions, Eagles, Rams, Commanders, that's it. That's it. The other teams, I'm going to need strong arguments as to why they are. And you probably ain't going to be able to make one. I think whatever the Niners pay Brock Purdy is going to severely hamper the team. Plus, Ayuk coming off an injury. He's not going to be ready by week 1. No. C-Mac's injury history. I mean, he's been injured. He didn't finish the last 2 seasons. So, I don't believe he did. So, I think that's going to be huge. I'm trying to think of other possible contenders. Don't even make me laugh with Dallas. I don't know. I don't know what Dallas is doing. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. Don't make me laugh. I just realized I spelled my own. The name of my show wrong. That's a C, not a K. I was rushing, man. I was rushing. Like I said, I didn't think that I would do a show today. So the club Chaos with a K, not a C. That's what makes it special. I just realized whole show been sitting back there with a C and not a K. It's stupid, man. Again, we're not perfect, but we're working to be better every single time I come on this goddamn thing, man. So yeah, man. But look, it's not about what letter is put on there. It's about my crazy ass giving crazy takes and lighting it up, and y'all having a grand old time with me, man. So again, 4-horse race in the NFC next year by Thanksgiving. By the time we carve in turkeys, the NFC is going to be carved up by Jaden Daniels, by Jared Goff, by Jalen Hurts, and by Matthew Stafford. That's it. All the other all the others, try again next year, man. Try again next year. So, all right. Got to get back to work low-key because, my job is very important. So, This is fun. This was an hour long. I was able to get through. I'm trying to work on like new formats too, because I'm trying to bring in other stuff to talk about, like within pop culture too. So I wanna get down being able to give concise, to the point sports takes while also being able to talk about like pop culture stuff too. So this kind of helps me be able to talk concisely, not over talk, and still get my point across. So this was fun. I really like this. This is one of the shortest shows, man. So we're just at an hour, and I'm also able to add in more stuff too. So yeah, I think it'll be like an hour of sports talk, and then like an hour of like probably like 30 to 45 minutes to an hour of pop culture related conversations about stuff that's going on, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, something viral that we're talking about. So yeah, man. Y'all know what it is, dog. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all need to go ahead, again, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Club Chaos. I'm trying to figure out a schedule to edit and upload little shorts a lot better too, because I want to increase the social media presence and engagement too. So again, I'm living proof that it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect for you to start. You just gotta start, man. You just gotta start. Stay motivated, stay crazy, and as always, stay chaotic, my friends. Keep it crazy, man. Don't